Charles again, and today, guys, I'm here to do another anime review, and the movie review is to Blue Exorcist Season 2, Episode 8, guys. So let's get into it. So, guys, in this episode of Blue Exorcist, it's finally here. The battle between the Exorcists and the Impure King. Ever since Blue Exorcist started, I really wanted this since Blue Exorcist Season 2 started, I really wanted to see this. I really want to see this happening. And, oh, finally, it's here! So, let's get into what's in this episode. First up, in this episode, Rin's team went out to pretty much rescue rescue Bond's father and defeat the Impure King with Ren's help with his blue flames. Now, why are they going out to save him? The rest of the Exorcists are pretty much fighting the Impure King, and right now it's in its shell-like form. This shell it's in, it seems like we found out from Bond's father when they found him, because I'll get into that reason why he's not dead yet, or why he's not dead, first up, but I'll get to that a bit later. We found out it looks like what they're doing right now might cause a bigger problem, because it seems like if they end up breaking the shell, it brings out internal toxins, which can reach over to can actually reach around 400 meters. Can reach to 400 meters, and back in when the first time the Imperial King was alive, those toxins killed 140,000 people. Holy shit! And we now found out, because of these toxins that are inside this shell form it's in right now, it seems like if it bursting is going to pretty much do the same thing. And what Bonfire told us is that it might actually it's going to cause even more damage than it did back before it got sealed away. So this is gonna be a big problem. And another big problem is that we found that they actually have to break the shell to actually kill him, because his own heart is the only way to kill him. You have to pierce and destroy his own heart to kill him. And unfortunately, the heart is in the shell. So unfortunately, it means they have to break the fucking shell. But we found out the demon, this Nokuri, the contract that the demon that had a contract with Bond's family from the beginning, since the Impure Kings got sealed away. Remember it got swallowed. By Toto. We found out it's still alive. And we already know that it was a phoenix. It's pretty much a phoenix demon. So that means it has the ability to revive itself. But when I found out when I saw it swallowed, either way, its own body disappeared. In other words, there was no essence of its body existence, because if you know the Phoenix from Harry Potter, Fawkes, you know it got turned to ashes. That means technically feel like its body is no longer there. In a way, that is wrong. Its body is still there. Those ashes was still its body. So when it revived, technically it was forming its body again. It was restructuring its body. So that's how the Phoenix Fawkes in Harry Potter revived itself. But in here, the only way I can see this demon Phoenix to revive itself is not through how Fawkes got revived. It's from how, instead of actually bringing itself fully back to life, it creates a brand new body and have its own soul get into this body. That's the only way I can see this happening, because its own body got swallowed by Toto. That means its own essence of that body was taken out, and Toto ended up getting the power of that demon. And it looks like only the physical power, because the soul can recreate, and that means the soul is the true form of the demon. So the demon reconstructs their body and revives itself. And this is the reason why Bond's father is not dead, because when it revived itself, it was healing Bond's father. Now, even though technically the contract has been broken with the family, he still had his own personal contract with Toto. But again, it's not a permanent contract. So that means once he finished his personal contract with Bond's father, I think it would be rogue. He will be no longer in contract with any of the member family, except with Ryuji. And to defeat, unfortunately with Ren right now, he can't pull out his sword. It seems like Ren still can't pull out his sword, because some mental, like, I was freaking correct. The reason why he can't pull his sword out, because it seems like the sword is on form of mental lockdown. Like, some reason, Ren's mental state right now, he's still not confident enough to, if he can defeat the Impure King, and he's still in mental shock still. He even says that. Ren even says that. He still feels mentally shocked. He still says that. Even though he's doing it right, trying to succeed this mission right now, he still admits that he's still mentally shocked, and that's part of the reason why he can't pull out the sword. So the mental construct on the sword right now, on the Kuma sword, right now, he can't use it. He can only use bit of his flames. So, and without to make that means, so this is when the demon is involved. The reason why we need this demon, the Kogoro, the Phoenix demon, is because Toto was planning on, not Toto, Bond's father was planning on using the power of the Phoenix, to end up seeing committing a seal. So that means, while Ren destroyed the shell, the barrier will make sure that the toxins stay in that barrier and make sure it won't spread. But with Bond's father's condition, he can do anything. So that means, how can they get this barrier up without, of course, the mask of the demons? And that is, you need to transfer this Phoenix demon, this Nokuro, to another heir of Bond's family, pretty much, and of course to the Tatsuya family. And Bond being the direct next heir of the Tatsuya family, he ends up making a contract with the demons. And this demon, it seems to have red flames. So we've got blue flames and red flames now. So many flames in this series. But yeah, pretty much. And now they're on their way to pretty much, Arthur Bond made a contract with the Phoenix demons. You know, his father had a bit of disgrace of him actually, because he didn't want his own family to get involved in this. But in this situation right now, Bond wanted to help and wanted to carry the same burden as his father. He ends up getting a contract with the demon, and of course, go into the fight. Now, I don't know how this contract is going to fully work. They made a contract, but the power of this Phoenix demon is lies. It's something to do with lies. So, does now Bond need to lie all the time, or what? Possibly this contract is a completely different contract. I mean, now Bond doesn't need to lie, because right now, technically, more than just Bond knows about this Phoenix demon. So there's no way the contract to lie about its existence can no longer apply now. So, yeah. So I wonder if the contract is going to be all about how it's going to fully work. And I don't know if it's going to be permanent or not. I hope it's permanent. Means Bond's going to have some badass power now, more than he originally owned. So that'll be interesting. Now, next part of the segment of this episode. Ren's brother. Oh man, why did I forget his name? He's a son. Rukuro, sorry. For some reason, his name just went boof for me. Like, I hear his name too often, and I've mentioned his name quite a few times as well without forgetting it. For some reason, Rukuro's name just disappeared from my mind, but yeah. Rukuro ends up fighting Totoro and starts fighting Totoro with his new flame powers. And Totoro is using mind tricks on Rukuro. He's starting to see, in the end, he still had some disgrace, like, he still had some distrust with his brother, with Ren. And because that, some reason, from a young age, he was getting trained to be an exorcist by his father, Fujimura. And Rukuro, that means, of course, as he was getting trained as an Exorcist, of course, Father Ujimoto had to be quite strict with him to make sure he gets to be a great Exorcist. In a way, it succeeded. But in a bad way is that as he was a child and it was trying and learn about the secret of Ren, also being also know that make sure Father Ren doesn't find out. Father Ujimoto had to raise Ren as a normal human being without finding out the Exorcist things, and he knew he was an Exorcist, but yet the game wasn't. But yeah, you can pretty much know that. But too much bring up Ren as a normal person, so make sure Ren doesn't find about this that he's a demon. But by doing so, we found out Rukuro was a bit disheartened and he was a bit jealous. He was jealous of Ren because Father Fujimoto was not being strict with Ren. Instead of being strict with him, he was getting brought up spoiled. He could see Father Fujimoto was spoiling Ren. He was spoiling him, and unfortunately, Rukuro wasn't getting that from him. He was getting like strict treatment for as a teacher standpoint. Of course, as a son, he was brought up normally fine without any problems. But as a student standpoint, and also again, as he was a son, he still had some of the son influence, some father influence when he was teaching him. But of course, in a strict manner. And because of that, he feels jealous of Ren, how he was getting treated as this spoiled person, getting spoiled pretty much. And he felt a bit jealous, and of course, he tries to not show it because he does care. He definitely know he cares about his brother. But what Totoro's doing is manipulating. He's trying to use this jealousy he has inside him. Like originally, this jealousy was not going to be that bad until, of course, usually once you have some jealousy inside of you, like even me, I have some form of jealousy. I can't deny that. I had some jealousy inside me between my own family, like especially my sister. I can't deny that, but I won't deny. Once some jealousy is inside of you, if someone ever finds out or knows about your jealousy, if they learn how to manipulate, someone, they will learn how to use that jealousy that has within you, even though by itself, it won't be too big of a deal. But if someone influences it, like if someone tries and can manipulate you by using your jealousy, the jealousy will get stronger and stronger and will consuming you. And that will, of course, make you do bad things. And that's what Totoro is trying to do to Ren. Trying to do to Rukuro, to make sure he gets consumed by his jealousy and, of course, turn evil. And possibly, as he's also the son of Satan, weaken his abilities as the son of Satan. Because it's not impossible, because, don't forget, either way, he's still the son of Satan as well. So it means, in a way, it should still be impossible for him to not at all inherit some of Satan's powers. It's possible for it to lie dormant forever. It's not, but it's impossible for him not to inherit it. When it comes to inherit DNA, including if it's through demon ways, either way, he's still got DNA of Satan. That means, of course, he will still keep inheritance of the demons. The problem is that if he can actually awaken this inheritance, then don't forget this inheritance is still a power. That means someone who might have died old, young, we don't know how they died, they could have died by finding out, you find out their DNA, their own body actually had a power within them that they did not know. In other words, once they died, they had a power within them that was lying dormant for a long time. Don't forget, volcanoes still exist. Some volcanoes that lie dormant and actually would never go explode or anything because they lie dormant forever. Then don't forget, they still got lava in them. They still got something inside them that can kill someone. And of course has some form of power, even though it's the volcano itself is dormant. So even though the power in you feel like that's the reason why it's impossible to inherit something, to not inherit something, but it's not impossible to have it lie dormant into the day you die, because the day you die, of course, your power will disappear, or might stay in your body, depends really. But don't forget, it's still in your body. It's steal your inheritance, and it's impossible to never gain anything from your inheritance. Like for me, don't forget, I mostly look at my father. Why? I said my father's side of the family are assholes. I just got to tell you this. I don't like my father's side of the family. I just gotta admit that. But I still inherited a lot from my mother's side, even though physically and possibly mostly mental. Most of my mental state is from my mother's side, and that's the thing. Even though I still have got a lot of my Travis inside of me, I still, at my mental state, I still have the Trivet family side of me. Because of that, I still have I still keep some of my inheritance of my mother. Because of that, even though I got majority of my father, and I take it the rest of them got in Rukuro's case, he got majority of his mother's DNA. Overall, he still has some form of his father in it, and don't forget his father is a demon. So either way, it's going to be impossible if you're not gaining any form of DNA. And that means he was still cast as half demon. That means if he didn't gain the physical traits of a demon, then what else is in him to make sure he still get recognized as a demon? And that is his power. He will still have the power of Satan within him. It's just it lies dormant. And yet, like I said, it could lie dormant forever. But what Toto was doing, I take it in a way, this actually could cause Rukuro to actually awaken. In a bad way, awakening, but still awakening his abilities as the son of Satan. So this just could happen. Like I said, it only could happen. It's not been shown, it's not been proven that this could be the way he can awaken his powers, but this is a strong possibility. Because don't forget, one way to someone to awaken their dormant powers is through emotional feelings. Either from bad emotional feelings or good emotional feelings. Either way, there is ways to awaken, and as being a demon itself, there's a strong possibility it's going to end up being bad emotional feelings, and yeah, this is going to be more, that's why I'm thinking, as he's feeling jealousy right now, this could end up causing cause Rukuro to awaken his powers. But that's what I guessed. And yeah, really that's all that went to, and overall, that's all that went with the episode. So anyway, animation quality, awesome. Like the red flames on Bone right now, they look awesome. Even Toto's flames look awesome, I can't deny that. But overall, I enjoyed this episode. It gets more action to the freaking Impure King fight with the Exorcist. I'm enjoying it. I can't wait for the next episode. And yeah, that's all I've got to say. And guys, that's my anime review to Blue Exorcist Season 2, Episode 8. Hope you guys like it. Become a channel fan today. If you guys is a fan mail, put down below. My address is there. And yeah, hope you guys like it. Come like and subscribe. And I'll see you guys there. Bye guys.